Cask and Jimmy John Cash and the pickles and the curries and the flies.
What do you talk? 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 What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory. What's Model T Ford, baby, troublemaker, people wanna go, wanna get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles from the county seat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 kind of shore?
What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where'd you get it? Not the Model T at all. Take a gander at the store, at the margarine store, at the present day store, at the margarine departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk? 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 What do you talk?
Where'd you get it?
You can talk, you can talk, you can talk, bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Gone with the hogshead, cast and Davy John. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, milk can. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tea here.
Ever met a fellow by the name of Hill?
Hill?
Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman Hill.
No, he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory?
Doesn't know what's spells like. Never worries about it.
Never worries about it, Mom.
Or a doggone fit. He's dressed up. Big dog, big horse, big dog, hanging up in this floor, and every time a bullseye sailor. That's Professor Hill. He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk?
He's a music man. He's a what? He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and rat-a-tat drums and the big brass picks, and the piccolo, uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones over rat-a-tat drums.
No, sir.
Mandolin picks perhaps here and there a juice.
No, the fellow sells bands, kids' bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies and he gathers and he plucks and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory. River City, population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this stage. Board, all aboard. All right, you're all through. I'll tell you about Harold Hill. Say, you really know Harold Hill? Never met him in my life, but I know this much. He's giving every one of us a black eye. After we worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive is on my tarred and feathered in order for the city limits on a rail. You think that's funny? Well, wait till it happens to you.
Why should you get rolled up and down on the rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach the kids to play. Well, and to form them kids into a band, with himself as full leader. So what's wrong with that? He don't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. And he can't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. I'll catch up to that swindling two-bit thimbleringer when I do must feel on him so loud. Wow, Charlie, you're bad. I'd sure like to be around when you catch up with that drum. Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Hill would try to sell them neck-bone Hawkeyes out here. Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try. Don't believe I caught your name. I don't believe I don't.
calm.
It is. You want to go around in your drawers all day?
Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl, Strathcona-Tweedsmuir, boss's niece.
Oh, but I'm legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
What's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
Well, I was.
Well, what happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now, give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get anywhere in the band business with these stubborn islands, Greg. There's a stuck-up music teacher here who will expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher, she's the librarian. Female.
Perfect. Just what I wanted to hear. She passes by here. Point her out to me.
I will. So, how are you going to start the pitch?
Well, same old way. First keep that music teacher off balance. Then my next step is to get your town out of the terrible trouble that it's in.
The River City isn't in any trouble.
Well, then I'll have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a young people's band. You remember? Now, what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Oh. Except the billiard parlor's just put in a new pool table.
We never had a pool table here before?
Nope. Only billiards.
Yeah, that'll do. All right, Marks, I'll see you later. And don't forget, music teacher. Music teacher. You must be Mrs. Dunlop.
Yeah?
Well, friend, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friends. Right here I say trouble right here in River City. Why should I look at your place? Certainly mine, about the same old money brothers. I consider that the hour lifespan of the two mine and the gold. Eligible to make for a simple and a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever try to take give an ironclad lead to yourself from a three-rail billiard shop? Well, just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score the ball on game. I say that any move can take it to the ball and I call that slump. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing bird money in a pitchback system. Listening to some big out-of-town jack who can't tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome truck race, no, but a race where they sit down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boys sitting on damn cats. But boy, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean.
like that's trouble. Oh, you got lots and lots of trouble. Take it in the mouth, so feel the other. Take it in the hole and lots of trouble. When here in your city, trouble with a capital T, that rhymes with B and stands for poop. Oh, I know all you folks are the right crowd. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on when they're looking around in that hall? They trying out Eagle, trying out female, trying out Taylor, and bragging all about how we're going to cover up the telltale crap with sensing. They leave the pool hall, heading down to the armory, libertine men and scarlet women, and ragtime. Change music telegraph, your son, and the arms of the jungle, animals, the Aspara. Breaking the idol, breaking the devil's playground, trouble. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in the city. With a capital T that rhymes with B and stand. That's right. We surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Right here. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones more off. Others have never seen one. He got one force too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son was happy, does he re-buckle his knickerbockers below the knee? There a nicotine stain on his index finger. A darn wall hit in the corner. He's starting to memorize jokes out of Captain Billy McQueen's band. 10 words getting into his conversation. Words like, swear, show your old man, and show my friends. You got trouble! You got trouble! Right here in the city. That stands for pool. That stands for pool. We surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Remember the maiden that put in the rock in the golden rule.
River City keep ignoring all my counsel and be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he never says anything to me. But I do him every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. And you have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight. And he never says anything to me.
Oh, there, darling, don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you. I'm sorry, Miss Marion. Can I play my crosshand piece?
May I?
May I play my crosshand piece?
May I?
See, without a sweetheart, you have no one to say goodnight to on the evening star.
I know, Amaryllis. For the time being, just say, good night, my someone. You can put the name in when the right someone comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand piece.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. The sun is shining, it's bright as light. Now good night, my someone. Good night. True love when we whisper from heart to heart. When lovers are parting, they say, but I must depend on a wish and a star, as long as my heart doesn't know who you are. Sweet dreams, be your stay, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. Now good night, my someone. Good night. Good
The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. Well, the members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about the costumes, I suppose. Instead, the girls at the local wigwam, Hiawatha, will present a spectacle. My wife, in which my wife, Elaine McKechnie Shin, will take a leading part. in a class of all 5.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town, and I think it only fair to warn you I have a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Hey, Gregory.
Hey, Mars.
Don't call me Greg. How'd it go with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Stayed out of my hand the minute I tipped my hat.
She did? Boy, did you cut a swab tonight. For a minute, even I thought you knew something about leading a band. Just like when you imitate that band concert fellow back in Joplin.
Oh, that's kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days, son. You just keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? But it only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
Well, it still does, but it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Uniforms?
Oh, no, Greg, you haven't added uniforms. Uniforms and instruction books.
But Greg, you can't pass yourself off as a music professor. I mean, not for any 4 weeks.
Marvelous.
But you don't know one note from another.
Yes, but I have a revolutionary new method called the think system, where you don't even bother with notes.
But Greg, after 4 weeks, the people will want to hear the music. You'll have to lead a band.
Yes, but when the uniforms arrive, they forget about everything else. Oh, this is a refined operation, son, and I've got time break down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand on the last train out of town. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Gonna line yourself up for a little canoodle, huh?
Well,
Say, I could fix you up with Ethel's sister. Lovely girl, teaches Sunday school.
oh, no wide-eyed, eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me.
That kind of child spins webs no spider ever. Now this boy. A gal who trades in all that purity. Merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will file refers to marching down the aisle. No calling glorious, clean and pristine guts.
No, sir.
For no healthy and to fight with. But I can tell you that right now. I smile, you hiss, how ignorance be compared to bliss I spark. You hiss, for the lady who knows what time it is I cheer. You ready, for the virtue I'm too late to say. The sadder but wiser girl for me. No bright-eyed blushing breath for me, no baby.
No, sir.
That kind of child ties not, no sinner ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on more adult romance. No do you miss who keeps resisting, all the time she keeps insisting. No bright-eyed, wholesome, innocent female.
No, sir.
Why she would be sure and viciously. I flinch, you shudder, when the last with the delicate air walks by, I smile, you grin. When the gal with the touch of sin walks in, I hope you pray for a master to win just one more aid. The sound of a wiser girl for me. The sound of a wiser girl for me.
Everyone's so excited about the band. I'm Ethel Toppelmeyer, Marcellus's girl. And you've met the other ladies of River City. And of course you met our mayor's wife. You Landy, McKechnie, Shin. Isn't it exciting, Larry? No, I could not say. Oh, no, I could not say. Oh, no, I could not say. At this moment, I'm sure my husband wished to investigate. And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
But of course you are, Mrs. Shannon. But you see, part of my musical plans include a committee on the dance. No, wait. Wait, do that again. The way you raised your foot just now.
I have a bunny in there that bothers.
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm! What expression of line and movement! Well, you must accept the chairmanship for the ladies auxiliary of the classic dance, mustn't you? Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks Del Sardi. Will you, Mrs. Shin? Will you please say yes?
Well, that is dancing.
Oh, then you accept?
Well, yes, indeed. And I just like
Thank you! Now the young lady who plays the piano. Marion Peru?
Oh,
Well, after all, she's the librarian.
Gymnasium? Madison Hospital? That Mother Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was anyway?
Yeah, gave the town a library, too.
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city. But he left all the books to her.
She was seeing a glowing and a hugging from his face.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That woman made brains out of us with a guilty guarantee. Discover that it
Good night, ladies. Oh, you are probably very young. Anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanation, please. I'm only down a short while. Sad, but why is your girl for me?
Will you please make a special leave?
Oh, I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The library.
What?
Not listening, Mary. Not a library. One
middle finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good? Good? That means America has at last produced an artist that can flute the minute waltz in 50 seconds. Well, who's going to get one of these horns?
Sign here, Mr. Mayor. That'll be $17 import fee.
Just think, I could have missed this whole thing. I have no son. You unscrupulous, blew my nose. You unscrupulous. You began to City Hall with your body-guide papers by 3 o'clock. This afternoon, couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a putting on his day off.
Mrs. Peru, do you realize you have all the facial characteristics of a coronet virtuoso?
But I don't know if I understand you, Professor.
Well, if your boy has that same firm chin, those same splendid cheek muscles, by George! Well, not that he can ever be great, you understand.
Oh, is that so? I think the name St. Bridget right now.
Well, you see, all the really great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendez, O'Clyde.
We are Irish.
No, well, that clinches it. Sign here, Miss Brew, your boy was born to play the cornet. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due till the first installment payable at the opening of band practice. Thank you. And of course I will need the boy's measurements for his band uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son. Why, yes, his uniform. And there won't be a penny due till delivery. It gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, to imagine, at no cost whatsoever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today.
What do you have?
Silver? No, son, but it will have gold. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse me, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day even to us. But if anybody can get him to play in the band, I'll bet you can. Out of a crowd, all of you were a hard-carrying, clay-pipe-sucking, shamrock-wearing, mouth-eating, pitch and tenor-hole mixture singing Irishman. They call them each other's. Where are you from, me lad?
Oh, Gary, Indiana.
I knew it, yeah. Where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
What's she now?
Why, yes, gold medal class of off fine. How do you do, Miss Peru?
How do you do, Mr. Hill?
Of course, Peru. I'm welcome you, son.
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, the boy might have his father's musical gift. He does have my jaw, you know.
Oh, your husband musical? Well, I'd like to have a talk with him. I'm sure
Do
he's
you
working.
burst in on everyone's home like this? Prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marion.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. Now why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
I am sorry. But that's all the more reason why your brother should have something
My
else.
brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. Ask him musical tricks. Why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks, Miss Peru. I get the feeling she likes the idea. Oh, a little cautious perhaps, but I'd buy that in a moment. Just keep me alive and I'll be back later in the week.
Oh, and Professor, about the boy's uniform. I make all his clothes. Waist, 18. Crouch, 14. Sleeve, 21.
Fine. That's all I need. Now I must get back to the hotel.
And Professor, I do hope you'll excuse Marion. She's not really...
Please, don't worry yourself about a thing. I'm sure at heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day, little Peru.
Has he gone?
He has. And they hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think of your future? You're the Indiana Conservatory class of '05. No, darling.
Now, Mama. Surely a girl's future commodity as music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
All right, darling, all right. But it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you'll never strike much of a fire.
Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal. It's a large black volume.
What happened?
You won't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down.
Thank you, dear.
Now, what do you want to? Where are you going reading books at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana Journal may help me poke some large holes in the professor's claims.
Well, I give up. At your age, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Griner who backs me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes into the library.
He does?
Or Ed Gamage and that Bucky of his with their movable back seat. But I'm not waiting for a man in shiny white armor either. All I want is a playground. All I want is a monster, a quiet man, a gentle man, a straightforward and honest man, a singing, and if occasionally taught what each Shakespeare and Beethoven praised. If I could love till I die, if I could love till I die, let me walk with him where the others might find not one of him
Right, then meet me after supper.
I can't. It's Epworth League night. Meet you where?
The footbridge.
You see, isn't that just what I said? Last night the lumberyard, and tonight the footbridge. And where will you meet me after that? In the black or the Calcutta? God!
I only want to show you my invention. My musical for a marching piccolo play. You see, it still has a couple of minor flaws. When you hold it tight enough to keep the music steady, you cut off circulation and you can't wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you could go on.
Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
That's the very first thing I said, or I'll be painted with the horse. Get that spellbinder's credentials, I said. Born in July 4th, 1912. And now look, my wife is off dancing at all hours instead of in the home. But the school board singing up street and down alley instead of tending to city business. My oldest girl's off boodling around with some wild kid. And my business has fallen off so far I can't find the balance sheet.
Make shit. I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
Is who?
His university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, it's the only thing I could ever get out of him. Gary Conservatory, class of Art 5.
If you'll just take time to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look much further.
Oh, likely story. At this hour of the day? Ha! Nonsense. We're not far away.
It could be the band instrument.
I bought a box of
Stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Sister, it's just you want to slip your college. I'll tell you where it's at. Oh, sister, I never thought I'd ever see something so stupid to fall on the stage. Oh, sister.
Well, whatever to you, Mr. Hill, but I better hear some by God tootin' out of them boys. Or I'll see you in court. I ever catch you touching my daughter, I'll by God horse with you till hell won't have it again. That's one proof out of you, man.
I think he means he.
Yes. Now get out of this public building.
I got as much right to be in this public building as anybody.
Right. How do you get any right around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of that spellbinding symbol salesman. You know what I see written all over you? Reform school. Now get out of here, you wild kid.
Oh, please, it's terrible. It's like you let me right in the marketplace. God!
You watch your brains out, you young woman. Go home. Not too late. You tend to your dance.
Oh my God, yes.
All handles Anita taken up with wild kids from the wrong side of town.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me from cover to cover for a whole week now. I haven't found a thing.
Mr. Mayor, if you...
I'll settle your hat as soon as I get these premises off of my oldest girl.
Well, in the meantime, I want you to know I'm voting for Tommy Jeebus. That kid's got the confidence of every kid in town. You'll be standing in line waiting to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members are going to have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over the beer. I'm going to tell you something, my fine young, high-feathered, never mind. Okay, let's go.
I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Oh, no, a man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man only 500? Unfortunately, he was already pretty mad on account of his billiard parlor. Oh, I suppose a recommendation from a musical authority such as yourself would help, but well, I couldn't ask you to do a thing like that.
Why, Professor Hill,
You would.
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet. Oh, mother of pearl key.
I'm sure it's fine. It's just that, you see, he never touches it very much. Oh, the first week or so, he made a few experimental blats, I guess you'd say.
Yes, what?
And he sings the la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da almost constantly, but he never touches the cornet.
Well,
He says you told him it wasn't necessary.
I didn't
He
really.
tells me about some think system. If he thinks the mini wet G, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor,
Yes, Mary. The think system is a revolutionary new method, I'll admit. But so is Galileo's conception of the heavens, Columbus's conception of the globes, Bob's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. I cannot discuss these things here in public, but if you'll allow me to call, when may I call?
why, Andy Knight this week.
Here,
get off the subject somehow. Now, I have just put you all up in my hotel room. Take me a second.
Sorry, Professor. I'll have to go along with you.
Yes, let's see if I have my key. Oh, what's this? Ah, testimonial from Madame Reed. Only female bassoon player ever to appear on the Red Hat circuit. Her stage name, of course, actually she was from Moline. Lyra Rose Quackenbush.
Just a minute, let me see that.
Oh, you'll never forget the name Lyra Rose. Same as the song. Lyra Rose, I'm home again to get the sun back in the sky. Lyra Rose, I'm home again, Rose. About 1,000 kisses shine. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at police suggestion, I'll have to question. Lyra Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lyra Rose, now everyone knows that I'm hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Lyra Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Lyra Rose, oh, Lyra Rose, oh, Lyra Rose, oh, Lyra Rose.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
Shin's around here somewhere?
The Shin home is on East Elm Street. This is West Elm Street.
Ah, criminy. Are you the piano teacher in town?
Yes.
You must know about this fella Hill forming a kids band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no longer. I've got the goods on him in spades. Swindling two-bit thimble-rigger. That's why I gotta see Shin. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Wish it was 20. Would sure like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl. Well, I do. Name's Charlie Cowell, anvil salesman. But just now I want to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. That fella's been a raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he ain't gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you that didn't see through? Why, he's no more professor.
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director and has scholastic.
Now, wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No.
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life. And he never will.
If you'll just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that if I had the time. I sure got the inclination. Right now I gotta get back on the train and leave this dynamite with someone away to the depot. Bye, girly girl. See you next time through.
Depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I've got to leave word. I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Mr. Cowell, just a minute. You don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
No. I mean, I don't know you. And
Yes? I need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I missed my train, I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you deliver these letters?
Try. There's your train, now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little, who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois, and that's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you he cozies up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
Larry, dear. Oh, you just tell me. Why, Professor Hill.
Good evening, Mrs. Peru. Miss Marion?
You and Marion set. I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, well, come on.
Shall we sent as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call, didn't you?
did I? I didn't mean anything by
Well, I'm not inferring your invitation for anything but academic enlightenment. The think system. I've been by your house a time or two this week to explain it to you, but there always seem to be people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Oh, good. Wouldn't want anyone beating my time. Well, it's evidently not a convenient night. I'll meet you at the sociable later.
Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100... What I'm trying to say is...
Yes?
Is it true that you've developed a think system?
Oh, yeah, a think system. It's really very simple. As simple as whistling. No one has to show you how to use your lips in whistling. You only have to think a tune to have it come out clearly here. Now, just give it a try before you ask questions.
I take your word.
Could we sit
Are
down?
all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
I dare say you meet dozens, even 100.
Well,
Have they all been as fascinating as I have the think system?
well, some more, some less. One young lady actually thought of the same system before it even got to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Oh, please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. I'm sure you have many more important things to do than explain the think system to me.
Well, I can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where did you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Oh, Miss Mary, you mustn't believe everything you hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle? Maddie?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job so Mother and Winthrop and I would have some security. Surely you don't believe
Oh, of course not. That's exactly what I'm saying. But why do you think people start these rumors?
narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally. Just generally.
Well, what have you heard generally?
Just that. But of course it stands to reason that narrow-mindedness and jealousy can lead to, take you for instance, your attentions to customers. And both teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? Now honestly, mightn't they?
Well, yeah.
And so you say if another salesman or someone were jealous, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What good?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just goes to show. You should never believe everything you hear. If you discuss things.
Miss Mary, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit, your knees bend and all.
We could sit on you.
Or we could sit in a large hollow log over at the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man before in my life.
Just to talk.
I've got to dress for the sociable.
Well, meet me there in 15 minutes then.
I just can't. Maybe some other time. Tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find you've collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind making today worth remembering.
So would I.
The footbridge then, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What? I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes. Glory be, the saints be praised that works. Likewise. I've been using the big system on you from the pirate.
Uniforms have arrived. The kids are in them already. People are going to be screaming for music if those kids show up at the sociable. Yeah. Okay. Here's most of the money. I got Tommy to collect it. Try to keep the kids together at least. Pretend to hold a practice down by the lumberyard.
Okay, good. What time's the break go?
9:40 from the junction.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, if you want to turn around here and get yourself caught in a bunny trap, that's fine with me. But look, Mars, I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time.
Miss Mary, you're late.
But she said 15 minutes.
Oh, I bet you're about, I'd say 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with a fella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Miss Mary, surely you don't think I'm selling you anything?
No! You've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
Oh, I don't recall giving you.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came, and I'm glad. Oh, please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there have been many ports of call, and there will be many more. But that's no reason for me not to be grateful for what you have left behind for me. There were plans on hand, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them fall till there was you. There were plans inside, but I never saw them ringing.
While 110 cornets played the air, and I modestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I moved on up and down the square. While 110 cornets close behind, there were horns of every shape and kind. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be.
Well, 110 cornets maybe.
I wish I may, and I will, I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
This guy's crazy, but all town's spilling everything. I'll say I'm crazy, missed my train, probably lost my job. But I got you now, you'll pay. You being at Clink right now, I'd wait for that piano teacher. I tell her all about you, what you do, little gags me around till I can't get the shin. Little dried out man, hungry doxy around you. You get out of here, I'll kill you, bully. You big boss, I'll stay in this town till you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Why, you never even knew the territory. Here's your stuff, Greg. The rig's in the alley. Hurry up! Listen to this man. You gullible green-grass goat. Can't you get it to your heads you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? This minute? There's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill. Road agent, highwayman, pickpocket. Same thing. He's had his hands in your wallet, madam, and yours, little lady, ever since the first minute he got to this town. There's more documented evidence here than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any ban. There never has been any ban, and there never will be any ban. If you don't hunt this man down right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill to do. You'll be on the next train out of town.
Now, will you believe me? What am I waiting for?
I want my money back. Money back, I want it back.
Try the low road. Look there for the drink. Join your bill. Back in the privy.
Mary, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
Harold, I've been looking for Winter. He's run away. Go, Harold. They're even talking about tar and feathers.
I had to see you, Mary.
It's all right. Don't you know that? You don't owe me a word, not a word. Go, please.
He's not over here. Let's try down by the creek.
Wait, brother.
Wait a minute here, son.
I found your number.
Till I talk to you for a minute.
I will listen. You would do the truth anyway.
Would two?
Would not.
Would two tell you anything you want to know?
Can you lead a man?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty awful crook?
Yes.
Let me tell you, big liar.
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now, I'm bigger than you, and you're going to stand here and get it all, so you may as well quit wiggling. Now, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band, so you quit moping around and feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, come to think of it, the other thing isn't any of your business.
I live in a trainer in the city.
No, you don't, Winter. I believe everything he ever said. I know what he promised us. And it all happened just like he said. Lights, colors, lights, and symbols. All that. In the way every kid in this town walked around here all summer and looked and acted. Especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish she'd never come to River City? You do. You. Now, Winter. Now, go, Harold, please.
Yeah, go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go with her. The first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. I never heard
Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Rest assured, this snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended by this time. And always remember, fellow river citizens, that I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from happening. Yes. Fourscore and
That professor's collected nearly $300 for uniforms just tonight. We haven't seen them uniforms yet.
My situation here.
He's slippery. I told you.
I haven't seen any uniform yet, or my boy either, since just after supper. He's a kidnapper!
470. Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who could forget us everlasting, idle, stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely there ought to be some of you who could be grateful to him for what he's brought to River City. And if so, I should think you'd want to admit it.
I'm afraid you're wasting a great deal of time here. Do you remember how you got expensive uniforms? Technical instruction books and high-priced band instruments? Do you all forget the clear understanding and warranty that your children would be taught to play in a band